Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Kentucky Adventuring YouTube channel. We are at Grayson Lake where we're going to do a paddle out to Grotto Falls, which is perhaps one of the most iconic pictured places for paddling in the state of Kentucky. This has been on my bucket list for a long time and really excited to get down here and to be able to do it for our first time today. The falls are supposed to be especially scenic right after a rain. They are rain dependent falls. So you can get to here during the summer pool season. So definitely during the spring, summer, and fall, I do believe it is dam controlled here to where they do have winter levels that are lower where you probably wouldn't be able to paddle up to the falls. I will track our paddle, at least online. They say it's between 4 and 5 miles and it's flat water, so it's very beginner friendly. We're at the Clifty boat ramp. The advice is to actually to arrive early. We're here about 9:30 on a Sunday morning and there are only a few cars here. It's actually quite a big lot, but they say it does fill up. So follow the advice. We've gotten here apparently at a good time, so would have quite a ways to carry your boat if you were actually having to park up towards the top of the lot there. I've never done this before, but we have looked at the map and we're gonna actually head to the right out of the boat ramp here and kind of make our way towards the end down to Clifty Creek, and we'll basically hang a left on Clifty Creek, and the Grotto Falls will actually be up on the left. This is also sometimes referred to as Hidden Cove Falls. I'm really looking forward to the paddle. The lake itself is supposed to have some deeper cliffs, almost makes like a slot canyons. There are various places on the lake that you can explore if you have the time to do that, but it should be very, very scenic. We're here on a clear summer day, so looking forward to just enjoying time on the water at Grayson Lake. Pointing out this sign out in front of us here on the other side of the lake, not very far from the boat ramp at all. It says basically idle speed, no wake. So the majority of this paddle will actually be in a no wake zone, I believe, which is pretty nice. Keeps it nice and flat. This actually is a much larger lake, so and I think they do rent some boats down at the marina, but if you are going to paddle from there up to here, you're going to have a much longer paddle, like I'm not sure exactly what the distance is, but significantly longer than the 4 to 5 miles that we're going to do. There also are some tours that you can do, I think like groups of 8 company out here, but I'll include information about that in the YouTube description in case you're interested in doing that. Well, the water is like glass back here. And I love those cliff outcroppings. It's really pretty. I guess that must be sandstone. Really pretty.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never the same. Never you calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my head. You always understand.
Trying to figure out what kind of birds I'm hearing. Merlin Bird ID said what the dominant thing that I'm hearing is a raven, but then down here on the right, and we'll see him fly away as I get closer, is some other kind of bird. Some kind of waterfowl. Really pretty. Hi, bud. Hi. It's like rainbow sherbet, like caramel chocolate, maybe like a fruit flavored chocolate. Straight out in front of me is some kind of bigger bird. It's basically a branch that leans out over the water there, and right in the area where the clearing is a big bird. I'm thinking it might be a heron, but we will see as we get closer here. Hi, buddy. Yeah, great boy. Well, in the spirit of full disclosure, I'm kicking myself right now because I actually kind of made a map using another tool called Ride with GPS and forgot to download it and for GPS data. I hope this is actually where it kind of goes into the creek, but we've got a down log up here. So it'll be interesting to see how we get around this. We may have to portage. Yeah, you can get around this. It gets shallow, but you can get around this, I think. Definitely putting a paddle down in the dirt. Oh. So I definitely had to get out and portage because of that down tree, and because I didn't download the route and can't see a map. I'm not 100% sure that I'm even in the right place. But this definitely looks more like a creek through here, so I'm hoping I'm at Clifty Creek. I'm making my way back out to where I had to cross over that tree and portage. But one thing, and I'll include a ride, my initial map that I was planning to use in case that GPX is useful to some of you. But I will say that the visual or the mileage indicator was supposed to be right around two miles, maybe a little over 2 miles. It was supposed to be where the creek was, and there was kind of a branch there. I kind of expected, but this looked more like like the main passage, and they basically say stay to the left. So it's possible that we double back here. I was made about 2.5 miles down the lake. I'm at now about 2.75 miles now. Another little waterfall here. So we're back at the intersection where we went the wrong way. So the boat dock is this way, and we are coming from a turn to the right. So I'll turn around and try to give you a look at what this looks like. But at this intersection, you want to head more that way as opposed to this way, which is like the bigger channel. So we're heading this way, and we just talked to someone who just come from the grotto. So we're hopefully gonna be able to find our way there. We're heading that way. By myself, second guessing myself again, because this doesn't look like you could go across here, but maybe you can. There's a down piece of wood or down log. But maybe there's oh, I see. So maybe somebody's cut it out. It's kind of narrow up here. Yeah. It does keep going. Yep, you can absolutely go right over that. Aha. And there's what looks like a cave in front of us. Trying to figure out where to go. I'm seeing a kayaker come out of here, so we must be in the right place. I just got confirmation from another kayaker that we are indeed in the right place. So we're heading back here off to the left. This is cool. Just hit the edge of my kayak. You may have to might be better to break your kayak paddle down. Super cool. I definitely understand why it was called Hidden Cove. But to get to the grotto, you have to know a few tips, at least the way things are right now. And one is you got to keep going down the left side, even when you see a tree that looks like you're not going to be able to cross over it. You can. You don't want to go into the first cave. It's kind of like the second cave, which is around a bend and off to the left. And then our tip, at least for that low water, is to pull your kayak, assuming you have the kind that it separate, pull your kayak paddle apart and use a canoe paddle back in that flat canyon. But otherwise, super, super cool. Just came out of the grotto at 3.78 miles. Want to see how far back it is. I think it should be less than 2. Back to the boat ramp. All right, we are almost back to the boat ramp, and we are like less than 2 miles away from that turn to the grotto. So my tip is, even if you do some kind of crisscrossing across the lake on your way out towards the grotto, if you go more than 2 miles, think critically about whether you might have missed a turn. And again, I will include what is, a map in the YouTube description of going straight there, as well as a link to what we ended up doing, which was more exploring and certainly very beautiful, but we ended up putting more miles than what we intended to, coming up right about 5.5 miles now. And I think if you would have gone there and back, you could probably do it on the lower end of 4 to the grotto and back, like, you know, a little over 4, but really beautiful. Could be Kentucky's prettiest flatwater lake.
As always, we hope you found this content useful. If you did, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks.